Good morning, Dr. Woodall, class. Today I'd like to discuss media's obstruction in women's representation in politics. Some people believe that women are one of the most vulnerable segments in society. The same applies in politics. Friedkin says women's political empowerment is supportive in inspiring the society for social and political empowerment that would in the end fuel development within society. To outline some of the things we'll be discussing: 3 ways the media obstruct women's representation in politics, ways the media can serve as a prevailing tool for escalating women's depiction in politics, and 3 rules to instruct my candidate to do, use, or not to use regarding the media and her campaign. 3 ways the media obstruct women's representation in politics. Denying women a chance in certain forums that put them in the limelight, duplicity of political disclosure. And Getz in Institutions Right for Women in Development says that women make up more than 52% of registered voters. The majority of them do not win mainly due to fraudulence of political discourse and never addressed by the media. In this case, the media has a huge role for foreseeing such activities and ensuring the quality among all is upheld. Denying women a chance to speak in political functions. According to Alton Grizzle in Gender-Sensitive Indicators for the Media, on the face of it, it is erroneous to refute a woman a chance to speak and express her opinion in political forum. This is an act which the media seems to enjoy, probably due to conflict of interest. Usually male politicians are given a better chance to talk, express their views, and comment on current affairs and political rally delegations or other activities where women have the same chances as men to express their views. Quite often, the media looks down upon women, particularly in politics. In these instances, the underrated women tend to back down from the approaching media. Unless it is a situation where a country is governed by a woman president, there are strict laws crediting women, then women are easily discouraged from participating in politics. How media portrays women as an inferior species entitled to minor and simpler roles. According to Friedkin, reports and editors favor male senators over female senators in terms of number of paragraphs written, the prominence of coverage, and the accuracy at which they represent the messages emanating from senators' offices. Ways the media can serve as a prevailing tool for escalating women's depiction in politics. Advocacy, women in political matters. According to Leslie Schwint in Journal of Politics, touched on advocacy and integrated model of women's representation. She states that the media should collaborate with women to enable them become helpful agents of change in politics, as it can be a coherent medium of advocating and putting women in the political limelight. Additionally, highlighting women's interest in politics by giving them more attention, airtime, and attention. International Political Science Review Alan Saroff discussed this possible positive change in the media. The public would become aware of positive impact of women in society, and women would gain popularity in politics, and resulting in a steady change of the common stereotype. And women would be empowered and motivated to join and involve themselves in politics. A last topic: 3 rules to instruct my candidate to do, use, or not to use regarding the media in her campaign. A negative advertisement. I would advise my client to develop an attitude of shunning negative advertisement. Negative advertisements could generate bad arguments, hatred, mistrust, and grudges among candidates. In this case, negative advertisement would include posting illicit information that against opponents, which would cause worse socially, physically, and emotionally. Secondly, I would advise her do not be defensive. In many cases where an issue is raised regarding one's competence, qualifications, or other personal issues, one may tend to get personal and be defensive in every way. It would be best to take a deep breath, think of repercussions, and finally take an informed decision that does not infringe on anyone's rights and does not trigger quarrels. Last, etiquette and posture. Campaigns entail a series of activities ranging from physical activities, public relations, meetings, and gatherings and conferences. During these activities, my client would be expected to be in the best shape, look presentable, dress appropriately, and keep away from anything that would create a negative image of her. It is imperative that she stays focused on building her image by being smart, confident, and have good posture. And always stay focused in all situations. It is suggested that she wears little makeup and grooming appropriately and also respectively. As suggested by Lena Vangert, Scandinavian Political Studies Journal, during interviews she should sit upright, maintain eye contact, and answer questions firmly. Just to recap, we discussed 3 ways the media obstruct women's representation in politics, ways the media can serve as a prevailing tool to escalate women's depiction in politics, and 3 rules to instruct my candidate to do regarding her campaign in the media. Proper representation of women in politics enhances the lives of women and in turn our society. Focus on representing women and giving visibility to their achievements is vital to the empowerment of women. Thank you.